Lara Croft, the best fictional female character in video game history. At least in my opinion. I have been a massive Tomb Raider fan ever since I played the 2013 reboot game. My nerd level is so high. I even have 2 displays hanging on my wall and I stare at them every time my life sucks and I need somebody to pick me up. Which is basically every day. In this video, I will be tackling the 2013 version of the game again, but with a minor twist. I will be playing through the entire game only using the bow. So no shotgun, no AK, and definitely not the silenced pistol, because anyone who has played this game knows that that thing is a fucking cheat code. I will just use the other guns if the game forces me, or I need to break walls for collectibles. Oh yes, and I will be completing the game 100%. That means grabbing every artifact, every document, and finishing all the challenges scattered across the island. Oh, and the tombs too, but we don't talk about the tombs. With that said, I kicked off a fresh playthrough and began my quest to make Lara the best archer in the world. The game begins with Lara aboard the ship Endurance, as she and her crew set out to find the lost kingdom of Yamatai, sailing through the waters of the Dragon's Triangle. At first I actually thought this might be the Bermuda Triangle from Temu, until I realized this is an actual real place on Earth. So that's already a +1 on the peanut brain counter for me. Anyway, the ship gets caught in a brutal storm and it's split in half, like my body does after a night with way too much alcohol. After a very nice booba shot, Lara gets swept ashore, only to be instantly knocked out by the local coast guard and awaken hanging upside down in a cave. Quick editor's note here. I forgot to check the box in OBS to record my game sounds for the VOD, so the first day won't have any game sounds. So another point for the peanut brain counter, yes I know. And we didn't even play a single minute. Professional idiot at work here. Anyway, from there, Lara almost becomes human barbecue, impales herself. Oh, it always hurts to watch that. And after Mr. Goober gets crushed under some rocks, I perform a series of quick time events to help Lara crawl out of the cave. Next, we climb our way to the first campsite, and here we get our weapon for this challenge, the bow. Wait, what am I doing? Bro, wow. Okay. Makeshift longbow. So this will be our first and only weapon. Immediately after, I shoot down some skull totems hanging from trees, beginning the Ghost Hunter challenge in this area. Now, I won't bore you by showing every single shot I take for the upcoming challenges, nor will I document every collectible I gather, but I will make sure to show you the completed map right before the last fight. After Lara introduces herself to the local wildlife on this island, I quickly learn how to level up Lara, using skill points, which will come in handy throughout the game. Honestly, it doesn't really matter, so I will just use this. Shortly after that, Lara reunites with Sam and Matthias, who is definitely not the antagonist in the story, but I'm not sure about that. She takes a quick nap and then, just like Sebastian in The Evil Within, walks straight into a bear trap. This always gets me. Like, how do you not see this bear trap lying there? Now, this is where my 5 hours of aim labs finally pay off, because I get to shoot some wolves in slow motion. Yeah, that makes it way easier to not die. Veteran aim coming through. After that, Lara is freed by the other survivors, and the group immediately decides to split up to search for Sam and Matthias. Lara ends up paired with Whitman, or how I like to call him, Mr. Bozo. Before moving forward, I take a quick detour to shoot the final totem, officially completing the Ghost Hunter challenge. Oh, there it is. Okay, got all. And then proceed to wrap up the first area by collecting the last documents. Moving forward, Bozo tries to act like the main character, but quickly gets put in his place by some goobers, and Lara gets captured by a horny Russian who just crawled out of his gamer cave after losing a Counter-Strike match and now needs to vent his frustration on some prisoners. Next, we hit a little stealth section, which at the end also marked my first death of the playthrough. Bruh, I pressed the wrong button. No! I pressed the wrong button. I pressed F instead of E. I don't know how it survives 2 nut shots, but... Okay, nice. So yeah, pressing the wrong button even when the game clearly shows me which one to press wasn't exactly my brightest moment. After that, we make our way towards the mountain temple. Yeah, not this one. Okay, I died here so many times because I'm so impatient here, where I get introduced to stealth kills, a skill I barely used throughout the entire run because the bow works just as well, killing enemies silently and efficiently. Now, I was a bit nervous about this section, since on my medium run, I died here about 5 times, but being the goated gamer I am, I managed to pull it off on the second try. Okay, nice. No way. Why are there more? Why are there more here? Okay, I'm fucked. Okay, nice. There's one more here. Where is Lara? Move. Okay, good. Nice. We're out. And we only died once. The only reason I died at all was that every time Lara gets hit by an arrow, it's like she's getting smacked with a knockback forward sword, sending her flying into the open where every enemy has a clear shot. Just great. Anyway, after collecting all the necessary items and completing the Pyromaniac challenge, which just involves shooting 5 lanterns to the ground, I need to climb up this narrow crevice, but then this shit happens. Oh, error while reading game data. Ah, nice, my game crashed. Hopefully it's saved. I don't know where it's saved. Imagine doing a permadeath run and the game crashes. Yeah, luckily I'm not doing that. Luckily, the game had saved right before the crevice, so I didn't lose any progress. I make my way up, only to find Rob fighting off some wolves with a minor leg injury that, strangely, never seems to bother him again later. I now arrive at the mountain village, which is the second largest area in the game. This area doesn't have many encounters, so it's mostly just me running around collecting items. I will skip over this area quickly, since it's pretty uneventful. Story-wise, I need to retrieve a health pack for Roth, since he decided it was a good time to take a quick tour to Dreamland. On my way to do that, I start the Illumination Challenge, which involves lighting up 10 shrines, and the Egg Poacher Challenge, where I need to collect 5 golden eggs, both challenges scattered throughout the mountain village. After bringing the package back to Roth, he asks Lara to head to the old mountain base to send out an SOS signal. To help with that, he gives us the climbing axe, which finally allows us to scale up the craggy walls scattered throughout the game. On my way there, I decided to tackle the first tomb of the game. We're raiding tombs now, yes! Clearing it is easy, but honestly, none of the tombs in this game are really difficult, which is a bit disappointing. And now I need to push this over. Then jump here. Here. And we got the first one. Nice, we got the first. Like I said, it's not hard. Arriving at the next campsite, we simply go forward to fight our way into the base. Honestly, I was surprised there were 2 guys standing there. I didn't even see them. I just jumped over and thought, oh, yeah, it's fine. Once inside the base, we just blow it up. And bye. Then we jump straight into the next encounter, where I'm forced to use the newly available AK for the first 2 or 3 seconds. But as soon as that little slow motion sequence ends, I switch back to the bow and clear the encounter with ease. Before triggering the cutscene in the next room, I make sure to burn the final banner, completing the non-believer challenge. In the cutscene, we discover that the entire base is completely wrecked, and now we need to climb the tower outside to reach the maintenance panel and send the SOS signal from there. Once we're back in the cold, we battle through some minor encounters and run into what the game considers a mini boss fight. I'm using that term loosely because these guys with shields are barely a challenge. You can dodge their attacks pretty easily, and with my 2000 hours of Valorant experience, I land clean shots without breaking a sweat. Okay, this game might be easier than I thought. After clearing the area, I take my time to collect every item and start my climb up the tower. At the top, I adjust the panel like a true pro and successfully set out a signal because apparently I'm not just a survivor, I'm also a part-time tech support now. Just for the YouTube content, this will work, guys, 100%. I think the game is over. After the cutscene, we make our way back down and ignite some fuel tanks to help the plane find us. Surely the plane will save us now, right? Oh no! Who could have seen that coming? Surely not me. You never saw that coming? Yeah, me neither. After that intense moment, we get into a brief chase scene, which ends with one of the pilots getting stabbed by some dudes. Naturally, I had to make sure the pilot was definitely dead before moving on. Do you guys think he's dead? I'm not sure about it. I think I need to precisely shoot one and look if he still reacts. Okay, I think he might be dead, but I take another shot just to be sure. Okay, I think he's dead. From there, we reunite with Roth, who somehow managed to climb this mountain despite his leg injury and a crutch. Honestly, don't ask me how he pulled that off. In true hero fashion, Lara insists on saving the second pilot, but before heading over, I couldn't resist trying something for the sake of juicy content. Okay, we wait until he turns around and get a free shot. Hello?
What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
I almost threw that. Well, that would have been one of the worst deaths I've ever witnessed. Nice aim, you moron. After that little mishap, I walk straight into the next tomb, which I managed to clear without any issues. No. We don't speak about that. Lara? Lara. Yeah! Second tomb done. Then we continue toward the second pilot, who, spoiler alert, gets also murdered. To top it off, Lara gets knocked out again. Somehow she survives, while the Oni show up, making quick work of Matthias' men, and once more Lara receives the bondage treatment. After freeing herself, Lara robs a skeleton of his beloved shotgun, something I will only use when I'm forced to. Then I proceed to destroy a few more buildings, because it's fun. And then just run away from the consequences of my actions, just like I run away from clowns on Halloween. Yes, I'm terrified of clowns, and yes, you can roast me for that in the comments. Finally, I arrive at a new campsite, ending the first day of this challenge with just 2 deaths to my name. Feeling confident after only dying twice on day 1, I started day 2 off stream, by collecting every document and artifact, completing the area. And this one should be the last document. And Mountain Village is complete. And finishing both challenges. There was a moment where I nearly died. How am I still alive? Next up, Lara tries to make her way over to the Solari Temple, but gets caught in the river's current. I did not... Bro, what am I doing? I did not see it. After the classic glass shattering beneath you but you make it out in the last second, we get a brief parachute moment, And Lara miraculously survives a fall from, I don't know, 20-30 meters? Apparently, her body is just made out of titanium. After that, we finally arrive at the area I've been dreading the most in this entire playthrough. Shantytown. I knew this place was packed with encounters that could easily mess me up and quickly inflate my death count. But before all that chaos, Lara makes her way over to the helicopter and cauterizes her wound with some fire, and unlocks fire arrows. And then, it's time for the first encounter in Shantytown. How was that not on her? What? Get behind the cover, fucking hell. Miraculously, I managed to beat the first encounter on my second try, without even coming close to dying on that try. Nice. Oh, he's still here. Oh, okay, only one death, it's fine. Right after that, I started the Lay to Rest challenge, which involves burning and destroying 5 effigies. Things got dicey shortly after though, when I almost earned myself a death because Lara, for some reason, refused to take cover and just decided to eat bullets instead. But after she finally figured out that getting shot isn't great for her medical bills, I cleaned up the enemies pretty easily. Next, I decided to get the second encounter out of the way so I could clear the rest of Shantytown without worrying about running into more enemies. Surprisingly, I didn't die at all during this encounter, so I have no idea why I was so worried about these fights. Fuck. How did you not die? Okay. Okay, now they bring out guns, now it will get heavy. Don't tell me that was it. Okay. In hindsight, they're not difficult if you take your time and avoid spamming shots out in the open like a madman. After clearing the area, I headed to one of the 2 tombs in Shantytown, and that's when the legend of Lara Wick was born. Why, you ask? Well, take a look at this. Hello? Oh my god, that was clean, holy f. Yeah, for a second Lara Croft morphed into John Wick there. This moment was so good that my game started glitching, and suddenly my weapons turned invisible and Lara became a contortionist, bending her body in ways I'd never asked for. Hello? Where's my bow? Oh nice, we're using an invisible bow now. Thanks game for... Okay, wait, what is this? But hey, I ain't complaining. After a quick restart of the game, I walked into the tomb and finished the puzzle without any hiccups, this time for real. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I know. You not just eat it with some bread. Ice cream with bread is one of the unholy combos I would never do. Before moving on to the next section, I made sure to gather every collectible in this part of Shantytown. After opening the gate, I made my way to the second half of the area, where we get a brief cutscene with Grim and Lara right before another encounter. Unfortunately, I died during that fight, because for some reason I thought standing out in the open was a brilliant idea. I played some story games. What? Okay, this will be hard. Anyway, on my second try, I had no problems. Are they leaving? Oh, nice. And once the encounter was over, I need to make my way up to Grim, but not before starting the Silencer challenge, collecting all remaining collectibles and wrapping up the Lay to Rest challenge. After this, I made my way towards the next tomb, finishing the Silencer challenge along the way. The tomb itself was a quick and easy run, and then I introduced Jerry the Penguin to the chat as my new lucky charm, and then I immediately fell to my death. Thanks a lot, Jerry. Safe to say he definitely did not earn a cuddle that night. Before heading up to meet Grim, I made sure to collect the last GPS cache, officially completing all the collectibles in this area. As for the last campfire, it's a bit further ahead in the story, thus it shows a 97% completion for this area. As I made my way towards Grim, I ran into the final encounter in Shantytown, which is by far the hardest. The enemies are relentless, throwing explosives at me, jumping straight into my face, and shooting from every direction, all of this with hardly anything to provide cover for my sweet ass. How I only died twice here, I honestly don't know, but I was beyond relieved when I finally cleared that encounter. Nice. Nice. And as a reward for all that chaos, we get to see Grim heroically sacrificing himself for Lara. Immediately after, Roth swoops in, saving Lara's life with a sniper he must have borrowed straight from the US military. We then reach the final campsite in this area, where I finally get to upgrade Lara's bow skills to level 3, the highest it can get. Feeling more prepared, we proceed to crawl and climb our way under the bridge. Naturally, I earned myself a death here. What am I supposed to do there? I didn't leave enough space between Lara and the wall, and forgot the floor would collapse beneath me right after Ross shoots a guy, causing him to fall down in front of me. On my second attempt, I gave Lara some much needed breathing room and managed to climb further while Ross sniped enemies like he was competing in the Olympics. At the end of the bridge section, I had to do some minor parkour. Of course, I forgot to dodge the bullets flying towards me and earned myself 2 more deaths. Quite a lot, because you get shot from like legit everywhere. Okay. That's when it hit me, pun intended. Dodging might actually be helpful here, and with the help of dodging, I made my way into the cave and to the next cutscene. Here, Lara decides to not shoot Matthias for reasons I don't understand, and for her hesitation, she gets punched square in her cute face. Following that, Sam miraculously survives not being set on fire, and the ghost of Himiko reveals Sam as the chosen one. We then get a cool cinematic moment as Lara dives into this, red-tinted water, entering one of the easiest sections in the game, the geothermal caverns. The fire starter challenge here is a breeze, just burn down 5 sacks hanging from the ceiling. Plus, all the collectibles are super easy to find, so I quickly made my way up into the next cave where Jonah, Reyes and Alex are being held hostage. After clearing out all the enemies, I decided to take a quick dip into the lava, because why not, before rescuing the others with some domino explosions. We don't talk about that death.
Holy shit, that was close.
I didn't die there. I totally did not die there. From there, we move up to the temple and into the throne room for the next encounter. This fight takes place in a very open room with enemies all around, and the room filling with fire. I died here once. Classic skill issue. But managed to clean it up on the second try. Nice. Okay, only 1 death. It's fine. Then comes the real challenge. The Hallway of Pain. This narrow hallway offers almost no cover, and enemies now can withstand a direct shot to the face. To make matters worse, they push forward with shotguns, and there's even a shield-wielding guy to deal with. Fortunately, I only died twice here. Ouch. Shh. Oh, I thought I was dead. But it could have been much worse. During my medium run, I died about 10 times in this spot, so only having 2 here is actually good. Nice. After that, some guy tries to turn Lara into Swiss cheese with an MG, but as a reward for his efforts, he gets blasted with a grenade launcher. That's when I faced the encounter that gave me the most trouble in the entire game. This encounter is absolutely brutal, because it's nearly impossible to see where the enemies are hiding. There's barely any real cover, and to make things worse, shotgun and lance enemies are charging at me like it's does to in Counter-Strike. My first death happened after killing the initial wave of enemies, but then, like a complete moron, I jumped into the open and got shredded. Lol, where did he come from? That was so dumb. That was so dumb. My second death, pretty much the same story. After clearing out the enemies, I got shot again, but this time I couldn't even see where the bullets were coming from. Okay. Where? Oh my god, I don't see him. I don't see him. Here you can barely see these bars peeking out. On the next attempt, things went sideways again. This time, it was definitely my fault since I clearly missed the shots I needed to hit. I won't lie, I was pretty salty at that point. Then I finally pushed through this section. Died while climbing up this building and then finished off the chapter. Lara jumps into the helicopter for safety, but apparently 2 dead pilots weren't enough for her, so she made it a perfect 3 out of 3. And to make things even worse, Rolf ends up dying here too, after Matthias slices him with an axe. After holding a brief funeral for Rolf, I went back to business and cleared out all the collectibles, on the way completing the red cap challenge in this forest area. From there, I made my way over to the tomb, only to die right after completing it. Classic move. Then I managed to die again, while fighting enemies, but after sending them all to an eternal nap, I headed to the gondola lift, took a quick detour through the eerie Silent Hill fog, and naturally died once more while fighting on a floating ship. After surviving the rest of the fight without a second death, we... oh no, please no. Arrived at the biggest, and honestly, the worst area in the entire game. The Shipwreck Beach. This area is a lot like the mountain village. Just way too big, packed with way too many collectibles, and an absolute pain in the ass to climb back up if you fall to your death. Plus, there's only one brief moment where the story actually progresses. So I decided to save this for the next day, since I couldn't be bothered to deal with the section right then and there. I started day 3 with the mindset that I would finish this game today, but only after completing the entire beach section off stream. I didn't want to bore the viewers to sleep while I ran around and collect everything. First off, Jonah gives us a new bow that can now pierce through stone walls, making it easier to access certain sections. Next, I needed to make my way to the wreck of the Endurance, since Alex had gone there to find equipment for Race to repair the boat at the beach. While making my way over, I thought it would be a good idea to make the challenge even harder by setting a limit of 50 deaths before the game ends. Okay, so I just thought about this challenge and I thought that I might try this, doing this under 50 deaths. I don't know if this will work, but I will try my best to not die more. With 24 deaths already under my belt, I felt pretty confident that I could pull this off, especially since I knew there weren't many deadly encounters ahead of me. On the way to the wreck, I cleared the next tomb, one I remember struggling with during my very first playthrough, but now it isn't really that hard. After that, I reached the bunker section, which is an extra area separate from the beach. Here, I faced the next big encounter, and I comfortably walked right in. I went too close. I bumped into him. Let's just say I do not want to talk about what I did here.
This is a waste of time. How many generators is this? What the hell are they using them for? It doesn't matter. They put in the orders, we fix. No questions asked. Need backup. Get down here.
Oh no. Okay, this will be hard. This will get hard.
Get over here. Get down here.
I need to move. Nice. Okay, I think it's only him. Wow, oh, I forgot to dodge. Oh no. Nice. That should have been all, I think. Yeah. Nice. Okay, only 2 deaths here. And the first one was trolled and the second one was a major skill issue. After clearing the first fight, I needed to make my way up to the 2nd floor. But I got shot in the back, earning myself yet another death. Then, this master assassin made a sudden leap to my floor and snuck right in front of me with my airbags almost squeezing his barrel. Oh wait, that's the wrong platform. After he blasted me to death, I managed to clear the stairway section on my 2nd attempt and made my way to the top. There, I completed the previous inhabitants challenge. Once I reached the ship, we were met with a pretty lame boss fight, where all you need to do is jump around to dodge Big Show's KO punch. Then, as long as you shoot him in the face, you trigger a small quicktime event, finishing him off. As a reward, we receive the Rope Ascender, which helps us pull heavy objects, destroy stone walls, and allow us to zipline up and down much faster. Moving deeper into the wreck, we encounter a mini puzzle to meet Alex, who is trapped under some debris. After he sacrifices himself and blows up the ship to help Lara escape, we need to make our way back to the island to regroup with the other survivors. On my way there, I naturally died to some goobers, and then the peanut ray inside me decided to throw for some content. Do I die here? I think so, but I want to try it. Okay, yeah, I died. I upgraded Lara's bow to the maximum level at the next campsite, allowing me to take down nearly every enemy with a headshot, except for the Oni, who we will be sharing some noodles shortly. Now comes the boring part of this area, collecting every single collectible and finishing both the Minesweeper and Cairn Raider challenges. Before diving in, however, I quickly tackled the last tomb in this area, completing every tomb in the game. After a solid 45 minutes of jumping around and gathering everything to finish this section, I set out to find the last mine for the Minesweeper challenge. This one. Eventually, I resorted to an unholy act and tuned into a guide. By that point, I had been searching for a solid 1.5 hours, and I just wanted to wrap this up already, because honestly, even my coffee needed a break at that point. There it is. I had to search it up. I tried it without it, but I had to search it up. After all that drama off stream, I started the stream and made my way up to the old research base. On my way there, I collected the last 3 collectibles I couldn't snag before, finally finishing this god-awful area and progressing further into the base. This base is pretty straightforward, nothing much to say other than I collected everything, and after a minor lore dump, I cleared the next encounter with ease. Hello. Okay, nice. Finally, I returned to the beach and headed to the final chapter of the game. Don't pull that gun, Lara, we won't need it, we're only playing with the bow. You can put the gun away. When I got into the next cutscene, Whitman gets baited so hard by Matthias that it reminded me of how I baited my teammates in Valorant. Oh yeah, Whitman gets sliced into human sushi while Matthias runs off with Sam. After which we have a little climb session leading to another brutal encounter. Here, we encounter the samurai I talked earlier about. These samurai kill me in 2 hits, which of course happens. Okay. Then, this little skill issue moment happened. I wanted to recheck the VOD because I didn't hear no. I need to refill my water. I want to die anyway. After attempting not to die again, I finally made it to the shrine room, collected everything and reached the last campfire, finishing every area in the game. Coastal forest, everything, 100%. Mountain temple, 100%. Mountain village, 100%. Base approach, 100%. Base exterior, 100%. Jasmine monastery, 100%, but there was nothing to get there. Jasmine stronghold, also 100%. Jasmine shrine, where we are now, 100%. Solari fortress, 100%. Caverns, 100%. Shantytown, 100%. Shipwreck beach, 100%. And cliffside bunker, 100%. Okay, so we have everything. We just need to complete the story. Now we have to climb our way up to the monastery, where I jumped on my death twice while scaling up. Finally, after reaching the top, we get to the last encounters in the game. These encounters, and even the boss fight, aren't really challenging. The boss fight is quite similar to the one in the Shipwreck Beach area, where in this one the Big Oni just has an extra weapon. But if you dodge his attacks and shoot him in the back, you should finish this one quickly. Okay. Okay, we did it. We did it by once. Okay. I think that's the game. I think we did it, guys. After that, there's a mini button mash and quicktime event before sending Matthias into the abyss. We did it! Under 50! And it could have been easily under 20 if I hadn't skill issued sometimes. Now all that's left is to watch some cutscenes, and with that, the game finally comes to an end. Congratulations, you completed the story with an overall game completion of 100%. You may return to the island by selecting continue in order to complete unfinished activities. Nope, because we did it all. And there you have it, folks. With a total death count of 35, I rate the difficulty of this challenge a solid 6 out of 17 dead pilots. Sure, the collectibles felt like a tedious slog that could drive anyone to madness, but the real challenge came from the encounters. Most of them felt like a casual stroll in the park. If the park were filled with overzealous men wanting your death and samurais who could slice you into bits in seconds. But honestly, once you figure out the patterns and find some decent cover, these encounters turn into glorified target practice. Sure, I had my moments of failure, but hey, who hasn't had a little skill issue moment, right? Massive shoutouts to Ten, who helped me out a ton writing this script. Without him, this video would be only half as good. And of course, a huge shoutout to the Grey Scott, who not only inspired me to take on this challenge, but also helped me with some tech issues along the way. You can find his channel linked in the description and pinned in the comment section. Much love to both of you. I hope you enjoyed the chaos and absurdity as much as I did. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures, and join me on Twitch, where I stream most of these challenges and also try not to lose my sanity. And next time you find yourself hanging upside down, just give Lara a call. It seems to be her specialty.